This is a channel that I got earlier today. Something along the lines of like, they won now, but you win overall. It's kind of like, give them this win. Give them this win. The thing about this, whoever this message is for, the problem with the channel that I'm getting, or at least the problem that's presenting itself, or the reason why it might be hard for you to, I don't know how to articulate this, like to accept or to really believe what I'm saying, which is obviously really important because that's important, is that whatever it is that they won, like this like battle that they like won this time around, it looks big. Like it looks big. It looks big. It might be like a large sum of money or like an establishment of some kind, maybe something to do with the law. There's something about like something that appears really, really big that they now have that maybe it feels like you took an L on. You did not. And that's why I'm here. Something that we have seen in the collective for a while. We've been talking a lot about it on stream. It's just like things that are built to last. And that energy, those series of lessons built to last, strong, sturdy foundation. When I was younger, like in my 20s, I would work in people's homes. I was kind of like the help as a nanny or like a house manager. I've done that before in like different ways for like wealthy people, okay? Atherton, Menlo Atherton area. In those homes, I remember, I've been reflecting on this just in the past couple of days. I remember those homes felt so old and so worn in and so grand. Not like mansions or like cookie cutter or like, no, like this is old money grand. Old money grand that is still like humble. If you've ever been to the Menlo Atherton area, you know what I'm talking about. They have like mud rooms and stuff, like where you like enter and then there's like a mud room and you take off your shoes on the little bench. And then like you put on like your house shoes and it's like everything has a purpose and everything is really worn in. The reason why I'm bringing this up, and why is it worn in? Because it's well built, okay? The reason why I'm bringing this up is because that is the time, that is the kind of wealth in whatever form that takes, whether it's like actual monetary wealth or wisdom or whatever it looks like. There is a difference between whatever this person won and what it is that you are currently in the process of winning. If you think about how long it takes to build wealth like what I just described, if you can even picture it, because I'm pretty far removed, like I've always just been pretty far removed from that culture, that tax bracket, but I've been around it. I've brushed elbows with it. And if you can picture what I'm talking about, then you'll understand that like that image is, it takes a very long time. There's history, you know, there's history in that. The only other thing I can think of that maybe other people can relate to is like, because Menlo Atherton is like near Stanford. So if you're familiar at all with like Ivy League or like secret societies or like anything like this, like that imagery, you get, okay, I'm not going to keep going on about it, but like that is what I'm feeling here, is like that old, worn in wisdom, and not in a way that is oppressive, repressive, like whatever. It's more just the feeling, the vibration, the sentiment, right, of it, what it represents. And you get that. You get that here. When somebody gets a windfall, it usually goes really quick. What you are building cannot be taken from you. It doesn't go quick. It's equity, right? It's equity versus a cashier's check. It's a home versus a house or an apartment or a rental, you know? It's a home. Communication just came out. Okay. We've got luck at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to keep going. What about communication? Peace. And bashfulness. That's really interesting. This seemingly has nothing to do with the channel that I just gave you, but it must. Communication, peace, and bashfulness. There's something that you want to say, balance at the bottom of the deck, okay? There's something that you want to say that perhaps is not being said because you want to keep your peace, or it's the other way around, right? You are, okay, practice and birth. Here we go. You are sticking to the plan. Sticking to the plan, practice and birth. You've been here before, and so you're minding your own. Bashfulness can indicate like playing possum. So there might be something that you're scared of in this situation, something that you don't want to address or look at. Play here coming out with choice. It kind of feels like fuck around or find out with shadow at the bottom of the deck. That's so interesting. Yeah. Play, choice, communication, peace. There's something that you could say here that you're choosing not to because you want to keep the peace. Play and shadow. Yeah. It almost feels like either you or somebody else wants to drop a bomb on the situation or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you might want to really disrupt the flow. Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, confirmation. Eight of Wands in reverse as I'm saying that. There might be something that you really want to say, or something that is being said in the external that can disrupt the flow. But your energy, you're kind of, I don't see you as anyone who, like, you're not the one on the receiving end of this, right? Page of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Yeah, you're kind of just over here, like, watching people potentially in this situation, right? Potentially fight. And with the Knight of Cups coming out too, Knight of Pentacles, it makes me think that, like, Queen of Cups, it's like you have had this wisdom for a long time. You've had this wisdom for a long time. And so seeing other people, the Emperor and the Eight of Swords, seeing other people standing on pride in this way is something that you have no interest in. Four of Pentacles. Let's get something about outcome. Two of Swords in reverse, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. You're going to change your mind about an investment here. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, Queen of Wands, Four of Wands. You're going to change your mind about an investment. You're going to change your mind about where you're putting energy. King of Pentacles. Wow, I'm asking for outcome. The cards are flying now. Death, the Wheel of Fortune, Five of Cups, the Lovers, Page of Wands, the Fool. Hang on. There's so many cards in front of me, and you're going to have to tell me how this pans out, because the only thing that I can really make sense of here, there's a lot of possibilities, but what I'm drawing and what I'm feeling truly is that someone is going to come to you to try to end something and possibly accuse you of something that would cause that ending, and you are not, like, it's kind of like you're not playing, you know, like you're grieving the loss of whatever this person is, but you have nothing, they're wrong about whatever it is that they're accusing you of here. And you know what I'm talking about. Whoever I'm speaking to, you know what I'm talking about at this point in the reading. Or you have a suspicion of what that might be, right? And so for you, this is just like, wow, that's unfortunate. I have to release you to go on your own path now. You know, this is someone, it doesn't feel romantic. It feels contractual. We're going to do a part 2 for this because I just want to know at this point. So keep an eye out for that.